Hey guys, this is the quest guide for Fairy Tale Part 3. Items you're going to need is 1 bucket of milk, a Dramen staff, or a Lunar staff, depending how far you're on questing, 1 Secateurs, not your tool belt, 1 hammer, again, not your tool belt. You'll need Nuff's certificate, which is from Fairy Tale Part 2. You can go watch my quest guide on that if you need help finding it. You'll need armor, food, and weapons, and you also need at least 5 inventory slots open. So, yeah. And we're going to start right here in the Lumbridge Swamps. Open the door. Make sure you're wielding your Dramen staff. Head southwest. We're going to the fairy ring, by the way. And use the fairy ring. Use the fairy ring, and then you should have this fairy resistance HQ in your travel log. If you haven't gone there within the time you've logged in, you have to travel to all 4 locations before you can get there right away. So I'm going to skip until that part. You should get a dialogue with Very Wise, and you're going to say, "Of course I'll help. What do I need to do? Please teleport me there right away." Yes, I'll help. Accept the quest. Turn on the projector, and you'll get these options, which is for people with epilepsy. Doesn't matter which one you choose, as long as you turn on the briefings. Right, I understand. Yes. Turn on the projector and you can get another cutscene. Yes, I'll go and collect your wand. Now, use your hammer and the Secateurs on each other. You should get a tooth extractor. Head to the fairy ring. Once you get back from the fairy ring, go to this house right here. Talk to Gnarly through the door. Use the tooth extractor on the door. Now you can open it. Speak to Gnarly. Can I do something for you? And now you're gonna get these options. I'm gonna have on the screen the 4 options you can get. It's gonna be in a random order. So I'm gonna skip to the end of this part and just put it on the screen for you. Once you get here, it means you've finished the part. Use the milk on him. I'll close my eyes. Okay. Head back to the fairy ring now, which is just to the southeast of us. Once you're here, use the fairy ring, and then go to the Resistance HQ. If you logged out, then you have to do this 4 times, but if you haven't, then you should be able to just teleport there. Head to the room with the quest symbol. And speak to the Tooth Fairy. Once again, turn on the projector and a cutscene will occur. I understand all of that. Yes, I accept. Pain, bring it on. What do you need me to do now? Okay, thanks. Stand on the yellow flowers, go to your emote section, and wave. Head back to the fairy ring. Head north now, and there should be a general right here. Brigath. I don't know how to say that. What's wrong with your mouth? Talk to the orc that's nearby. Do you know about K-Chunk? Ka-Chunk? Head south to the fairy ring now. Speak to Fairy Fix-It once you get here. Do you know about Ka-Chunk? Now use the fairy ring and go to DIP. Speak with Ka-Chunk. You knocked out so-and-so's tooth, didn't you? After this conversation, you're going to pickpocket Ka-Chunk and you'll get the tooth. Head back to the fairy ring now. Use the fairy ring and go to BKQ. Head north, speak to the general. Speak to the wood dryad. I see Growlblot is here. Speak to the general again. Speak to the wood dryad one more time. Now head back to the fairy ring. Use the fairy ring, and we're gonna go to C, L, R. Teleport. Pick a fruit from the mango tree. And unblock the hollow log. And use the fairy ring. Use it again. We're gonna go to B, K, Q. B, K, Q. Head south and speak with the general. Head south and pick up the mango he just threw. Use the tooth extractor on the mango to get the tooth. After you extract the tooth from the mango, make your way back to the fairy ring, and then we're going to use the fairy ring. We're going to go to A, L, P. Teleport. Speak to the general. Can I help with something? So your tooth is really hurting, is it? Which tooth? And the pain? I am a dentist. Now for this part, I'm gonna put the options on the screen. It's gonna be in a random order, and I'm gonna skip till the end of the conversation now. You'll get this once you finish. Now use the tooth extractor on him.
Use the fairy ring to...
Now you should have all 3 teeth. Head back to the fairy ring. Use the fairy ring. Go to the resistance HQ. Head into the room with the quest marker. Speak with the tooth fairy. Once again, turn on the projector, and another cutscene will occur. Just say, okay, thanks. Head back to the fairy ring now. It's just this way. Now when you use the fairy ring, you should have this Orks Rift option. You're gonna have to teleport to all 4, and I'll skip till that part. After you go to all 4, you should be here. You're gonna look through the fairy tree, and you should be hit by a cutscene. Click on the squeeze past and you'll get hit by this. Alright, so before we start the fight, I'm going to explain what we need to do. So we're going to have these 3 teeth in our inventory. We basically need to plant them into the 3 farming patches and let them grow. You want to kill the generals before you kill the orc minions. So let's get started. So I'm going to plant one here. I'm going to plant one here. And I'm going to plant the last one here. So now let's start killing the generals. And if your plants become diseased, you want to wield the wand and then do the heal option on them. So good luck, and I'll skip to the next part. It needs the heal option, so I'll wield the wand and then heal it. And there we go. So after you finish off the generals, you basically want to kill all the warriors. And then wait for the other guys to finish spawning. So 2 of my generals, or whatever they are, guys died, and that's fine. You can let them regrow. But as you can see, it says down to 2 shields. So essentially what you needed to do is have each of the generals fight him, and each one will take down one of his shields. So if they do die, it's fine. They're just going to respawn like this. And just make sure you're healing them while they're trying to take down his shields. And then once his shields are down, you can attack and kill him. So, gonna skip until they have the other shields down. As you can see now it's all shields down, so now I can attack and kill the Godfather. So I'm gonna skip till the end of the fight now. After the fight, you'll get this message. Speak to the Godfather, and you'll get a cutscene. Speak with the Fairy Queen. Actually, it auto-speak for you. Yes, teleport me there. Speak to Martin, the Master Farmer. Oh. Speak to Martin. Farm problems and fairies. And there you go, guys. I hope this helped out.